big, strong guy and so pleasant. And he went around and talked to all the people in here constantly, and they love him. And every time they thought he was going to go, everybody wanted to give him a hug. Like he worked here the last summer, and when he left, everybody in the place gave him a hug.
When he first came in, everybody just went like this and looked up at him because he's so big, and he's the nicest guy.
I knew him since his first days here. When I first came in, I found out he was a football player from Lafayette, and boy, I was excited. But I couldn't utilize all his time because everybody else wanted part of Brad.
Hey Chuck, good game.
Good, Brad.
One of the more special elements of my experience at the Senior Center is that I've come to recognize, and I think this is true of all volunteer work, this is one of the more indelible lessons that it has to offer, is that the volunteer always goes with the intent to improve and to contribute to the lives of the people that they encounter, but more often than not, it's the volunteer that experiences the positive benefits and ramifications of that work. You know, it's ultimately the volunteer who gains in their perspective and in their knowledge and their wherewithal and their confidence. And I've learned a great deal about life from these people, you know, about what must be wrung from it. And I appreciate that perspective. I just hope that whatever I can return to them as a product of my research is at least some kind of recompense for what they've afforded me in my time down there.
Spend a few minutes with Lafayette offensive lineman Brad Bormann and you'll walk away a better person. The epitome of a scholar athlete, Bormann's commitment to excellence both on the athletic field and in life is one of a kind. It's that special combination and positive attitude that awarded him a 2013 American Football Coaches Association Good Works Team nomination.
It's called the Allstate Good Works Team, right? And I mean, the Allstate Insurance Company has sponsored, it's like a nationwide search for the ball players who I guess put forward the consummate example of a confluence of both athletic commitment and commitment to volunteerism and community service in their communities, surrounding their schools.
He is the ultimate role model. I think he's, and probably most people will never achieve, but if everybody strove to be that way, would certainly the world would be a better place.
I think there were 151 nominees this year, and I was pretty excited when our marketing director, Phil Labella, came forward and asked if I would be willing to be a nominee and to represent Lafayette. I was excited about that. I know there's a lot of guys who do a lot of good work on our team. I was just happy proud that he asked me.
Me and another good friend of mine, we used to go to see the practices. I used to point him out down there. That's Brad with the number 66 there.
I've had the great honor and opportunity and privilege to be involved in coaching now. This will be my 37th year, 27th at Lafayette and 14th as a head coach. And I gotta say that he's gotta be right up there, if not the #1 student, scholar, athlete that I've ever been around. He epitomizes what we all should want to be about. Really person of strong character.
Brad has been coming down to the center for 3 years now.
I've been going down there regularly once a week since my freshman year and have made a number of good friends and connections there.
He plays chess and checkers and shuffleboard. Ping pong is another big item. And this past summer, he was with us every day. And when he's not here, the people want to know, where's Brad?
And I've actually capped that volunteer experience with some research this year. I'm actually looking into the aging experience as it progresses in an urban environment and what the implications of living in an urban environment is. Do they have a positive impact? Do they have a detrimental impact on the aging experience? So I've been able to cap that, I think, with what will ultimately and hopefully be a positive and impactful contribution to their day-to-day down there.
It's just amazing to me, the amount of it. I mean, to do community service is one thing. Things he's doing are just over and above beyond anything that you would think of.
Lafayette offers a great deal of opportunities for these kinds of outreach experiences, and I'm not the only example. There's plenty of guys who have taken advantage of them and I think have enjoyed them and grown from them as I have.
It's just an incredible amount of volunteer work and what he does for other people, and then watch the way he works in the weight room and on the field and be a 3-year starter.
While he's working there, I told him, I think you're going to make it captain there. You should, because you've been playing 4 years there and you're very good.
Brad does know that a bunch of us are going to come up to one of his football games.
He's captain, he's got to show some stuff now.
I'm very interested in education professionally. I've applied to the Teach for America organization. I'll be teaching in Newark New Jersey for 2 years following my graduation from Lafayette.
Brad is an incredible human being.
An incredible young man.
A good man. Everybody loved him.
And I think he'll be successful in no matter what he does.
I have a full year left to go, and I want to achieve everything that I can, as does our entire team.
The folks at the Easton Area Senior Center will be rooting for Brad and his teammates all season long. For the Patriot League Network, I'm Melanie Pellowski.